Dr. Bertley's here.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see you all.
He's actually the president at COSI Science Center in Columbus. Yes, he is a doctor, graduate of Harvard, went to McGill in Canada and Harvard in Boston. He's got a degree in immunology.
First rule, there are no bad questions, no wrong questions. So share whatever thoughts you have.
The alternate is the mRNA. My discussion with my healthcare physician was the fact that there is no data past 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
So like 5 years down the road and everybody starts ticking and don't know why, I mean, you really can't.
You're absolutely correct. I want to be crystal clear. You are absolutely correct. It is a new technology. Now, RNA is not new. Your body's filled with RNA. If you didn't have RNA, you wouldn't be able to exist without RNA. So we all have RNA in us. So RNA and DNA is not new. The RNA vaccine is a new concept, right? So it's not like our body, oh my gosh, you're putting in, a bicycle into your arm. No, we have RNA in our bodies.
A lot of people don't know what RNA is. So can you tell me,
that's a great thing.
I was about to ask that. Get out my head, can you? Because that was my next question. That was my question is, what is the RNA?
So let's talk about that, because you'll hear all these words buzzing around. Okay, we're people, we're physical, right? You can touch yourself, right? We're essentially made of proteins. Anything you can touch is made of proteins, right? But the way we are constructed, when the egg meets the sperm and we conceive and your daughter had a beautiful baby, so great. When that was happening, right, it starts dividing, and it starts with DNA, right? And then DNA goes through a process to make proteins. That's the goal of DNA, right? Because the skin color, your eye color, your this and that's all coded in your DNA, height, this and that and the other. Where you go from DNA, right? So picture a book, okay? A book is got a bunch of chapters, right? Mm-hmm. Chapters are written by paragraphs, paragraphs are words, right? Okay, well, the letters of each word is your DNA, okay? The sentences are your RNA. The paragraphs and the chapters are your body, your proteins, right? So you go from DNA in your nucleus, right? And it goes through a process called transcription. You take the DNA, remember these are letters, you put these letters together, boom, you get words. That's transcription. Then you translate those words, right? And that transcription from DNA goes into RNA. And that RNA is then transcribed into proteins.
Okay.
So it is new technology in us as a vaccine, but it's not new bioproducts in our body.
It's not?
Okay. No.
You guarantee that?
Well, no. I want to be, this is cameras here, so I want to be clear. I'm saying you have RNA in your body. You couldn't survive if you didn't have RNA.
I get that.
At all. And so this is a piece of RNA to code for the virus. So that's different, right? But it's like, for example, if you had a sentence with 10 words in it, and there's an 11th word, right? There's an 11th word, it's still made with letters, but it's not in that 10 sentence. That 10-word sentence, you know what I mean? So it's a new word, but it's made up of the same letters of all the other letters in your body.